The day I found out my husband had another family, I was holding our newborn baby. My name is Sarah, I'm 32 years old, and up until that moment, I believed I had found my soulmate. Mark and I had been married for 3 blissful years, after meeting on a dating app that promised lasting connections. We lived in a cozy apartment in the city, a place filled with laughter and dreams of our future. Our son, Leo, was just 2 weeks old, a tiny bundle of joy who completed our perfect picture. Everything was exactly how I'd always envisioned it would be. But everything changed when I answered a phone call meant for him. We met just after I moved to the city for my new marketing job. Mark was an engineer, charming and incredibly attentive. He'd bring me coffee at work, remember my favorite obscure indie bands, and always knew how to make me laugh. He proposed on a rainy Tuesday in our living room, just us. No grand gestures, just raw, honest love. It felt so real, so authentic. This was my person, my safe harbor, my forever. 2 years into our marriage, we started trying for a baby. It was an easy journey for us, thankfully. We were overjoyed when the test showed positive. Mark was ecstatic, immediately buying baby clothes and talking about nurseries. He was the perfect expectant father, always rubbing my belly, singing to Leo, planning our lives. Or so I thought. I was 8 months pregnant when I first noticed him being guarded. He'd started taking calls in another room, his phone always face down. "Just work," he'd say, a little too quickly. He'd disappear for entire weekends, claiming emergency projects in a distant town. My gut screamed something was off, but I pushed it down. He was working hard for our new family, right? He was stressed, that's all. I should have listened to my gut. Then Leo arrived, the purest joy I'd ever known. Mark was there for the birth, shedding tears of happiness. He seemed like the perfect dad, holding our son, whispering promises to him. But the late-night calls continued, now masked as important client emergencies. He'd step out onto the balcony, his voice low, almost a whisper. I told myself it was the pressure of providing, the new responsibilities weighing on him. He was tired. I was tired. We were navigating new parenthood. I didn't want to rock the boat, but I had no idea what was coming. It was a Tuesday afternoon. Leo was sleeping soundly in his crib. Mark was supposedly at a conference. His phone, which he never left unattended, was buzzing on the kitchen counter. It wasn't his usual work ringtone. Out of habit, I picked it up, intending to silence it. The screen showed an unknown number, but the contact name displayed beneath it froze my blood. My love. My heart hammered against my ribs. A voicemail icon glowed. My hand trembled as I pressed play. A woman's voice, soft and sweet, filled the quiet apartment. "Hey babe, just checking in. Hope the conference is going well. The kids miss you. Liam asked if you could take him to soccer practice this weekend. Text me when you can. Love you." The kids, Liam, soccer practice. My breath hitched. This wasn't a client. This wasn't a friend. This was someone else. And she had kids. His kids. My world spun. I replayed it, convinced I'd misheard, but her words echoed, clear and devastating. In that moment, I realized my entire life was a lie. My world shattered in that moment. I felt a cold dread spread through my body, colder than any winter day. My legs gave out, and I sank onto the kitchen floor, the phone still clutched in my trembling hand. Leo started to stir in his crib, his tiny cries cutting through the suffocating silence. How could this be real? I loved him. He loved me. We had a baby. This wasn't supposed to happen. I stared at the blank wall, my mind racing, replaying every moment, every suspicious call, every late night. The signs were there, mocking me, glaring at me now with cruel clarity. I should have known. I should have seen it. The next few hours were a blur of tears and disbelief. I tried to call the number back, but it went straight to voicemail. I searched his phone, my fingers flying through contacts, messages, photos. Nothing. He had cleared everything. He was a ghost. He returned that evening smiling, holding a bouquet of flowers, oblivious to the storm raging inside me. "Hey, babe," he said, leaning in for a kiss. I flinched. He noticed. Everything okay? He asked, his smile faltering. I shoved his phone into his hand. Who is she, Mark? Who are the kids? The color drained from his face. His eyes, usually so warm, went cold, then panicked. He tried to deny it, to spin a story, but his stammering words were swallowed by the truth I already knew. The worst was yet to come. I kicked him out that night. He left, stunned, still trying to explain his way out of it. The next few weeks were a painful haze. I learned her name, Jessica. I learned about their 2 children, a son and a daughter, aged 5 and 7. I learned they had been married for 8 years. 8 years. He had been married to her long before he met me. I was wife number 2, a secret life he had so carefully constructed. I moved back in with my parents, Leo in my arms, my heart broken into a million pieces. They offered me strength when I had none. I had to make the hardest decision of my life, not just for me, but for Leo. It's been 6 months since then. Mark sends child support, and occasionally messages asking to see Leo, but I've kept him away for now. I'm still navigating the aftermath, still putting the pieces of my life back together. There's no easy fix, no magic wand to erase the pain, but I'm learning to breathe again. I'm focusing on Leo, on building a new life for us, a life filled with honesty and genuine love. It's a struggle, but I'm stronger than I ever thought possible. If you're experiencing doubt, that gut feeling that whispers something isn't right, listen to it. Don't ignore the warning signs, no matter how much you want to believe in the perfect picture. Your peace of mind, your truth, is worth fighting for. Trust yourself. You are resilient, and you deserve a love that is honest and whole.